Well, hello everyone. Today is Sunday, and it's been an interesting day. I'm super exhausted. Let's see, how do we start? We knew that we wanted to walk a little bit, sort of like get out and walk around a little bit, which is something we like to do on Sundays, but also because the beginning of the week was a little bit lower in terms of activity. I didn't get as many steps in the first few days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was under the 8,000 steps that that's our goal. That our goal for each day, trying to get to 8,000 steps. And so we were trying to figure out like what to do. So we decided to walk down from our apartment to the Sunday fair that we usually go to in the San Telmo neighborhood, and went to that place that makes those pork sandwiches that I've had so many times. I've shown you guys a little bit. Here's one of them.
Eu gostei. É muito bom, pessoal. Então, acho que eu e meu marido a gente podia ter dividido
So
mas
I had that for lunch, and we still wanted to walk around a little bit, but I was feeling a little bit guilty, I guess I want to say, because I ended up having fries and beer a couple times this weekend, and I think that for the most part, I stayed around where we need to be with calories and everything. Like, I wasn't overindulging too much or anything. But it definitely was a little bit heavier on the carb side than perhaps it should have been, or at least I thought that it should be. And so I was feeling a little bit guilty. And since we still wanted to walk around and stuff, we decided to head to an area of Buenos Aires that's near the Rio de La Plata, the river, the water. And the first thing that we did was I convinced Jolima to do try to do the VO2 Max test that my Oura Ring does. And since the ring has some specific requirements for how to run the test, like they want you to be in a flat area, make sure that it's straight, doesn't have any trees, no tall buildings, no traffic lights, like very specific requirements for you to do it. And so we find this spot, and then I'm thinking like this is as good as it gets. It's pretty open. There are some trees, but not too much. For the most part, it seems like this is the right place to do it. So we do it, and we start like power walking, and we get to the 6 minutes, finish the test, and then the app tells me, "Oh, something went wrong. Your ring disconnected. Try it again." Oh, I was really pissed because it was 6 minutes of power walking. Like that was not super intense, but still, like didn't really feel like doing it again. So at that point, we're in that area. We've done this. We started walking. We still, wanted to walk around a little bit more. And there's an area, there's basically like a nature reserve in that area, and you can go and walk around. And I had never been. Well, actually, neither one of us had ever been. And I've known that it was there for a long, like, since the first time we came here, but I just like never went there. I don't know. And so since we were there, we were kind of around that area. We said like, you want to go check it out? And we thought like maybe we'd just kind of peek our heads in and see like what it was about, and then come back at some other point to do more walking. But I don't know. I guess from the food and just kind of walking around a little bit, we were energized. It wasn't warm, so it was nice and cold, which is always good for me because then I'm not sweating too much. And we decided to walk around, and it's really pretty. It was really nice. It was a very enjoyable walk. And they have these sort of like walkways that they made. The nature reserve is kind of like a marsh. It's near the water, but there's some lakes, and so it's, yeah, I would say it's like a swampy, like a marsh type thing. And then in one area near one of the little lakes, and the water, not the main water, but just like inside the nature reserve, they built these sort of like walkways, these wooden walkways that take you inside the ecosystem, I guess. They take you into, it's not just like a hiking path, but they basically just built it so you could really get in there. And it was really pretty. It was very pretty. It was just very enjoyable. And, it was nice and cold, so there were no mosquitoes, which I'm assuming are terrible during the summer. And so overall, it was so enjoyable. We just walked and walked and walked. And by the time we realized how tired we were and got back here, I had walked for 22,000 steps. So it was definitely one of the higher walking days this week. I mean, I don't know what my highest day is. I know that I've seen the 25,000 somewhere in there in the last few years. I remember we did this hike in Bolivia a couple of years ago, and like that day was really hard. And then I remember like a couple of years ago also, we were walking around Paris, and it was really, really high number of steps. But this was, 22 is no joke. 22 is no joke. I did not expect to do that much walking, but we did that much walking. So my legs are tired, and in general, I'm just feeling pretty tired. But yeah, that was Sunday, and it's gonna be interesting to see what that does to the average for the week, because even though the first few days of the week were lower in terms of steps and stuff, having this higher activity days definitely makes up for, for everything, for lost ground on the first few days. So it'll be interesting to see what that does to the averages. But yeah, this is another week. I'm excited to share the results tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that. And that's it. That's all I got. Happy Sunday, you guys. Hope you had a restful weekend. And tomorrow we're back at it. All right. See ya.